Okay, we are live. Let's go ahead and get going. As I've mentioned to those that have been patiently waiting for us to go live, my name is Charley Patterson, and I will be your narrator this evening. The last business briefing that we have with One Team Global that we will be doing in the year 2020. So it will be the best one this week that you've seen thus far. And I'm very pleased and honored to be a representative of One Team Global, an organization that we have around the world in 50 different countries that we use the same system we refer to as System 7 to build our business of distribution and helping sales leaders around the world learn our business and strategies to be able to build an asset here with Nu Skin that provides the opportunity to generate a leveraged income. And I have been with the company for now going on, so I can get this going, there we go. I've been 16 years in the business. I've been the top income position of the company known as Team Elite for 15 of those 16 years. And this has been honestly the greatest endeavor that I have ever pursued in my life. And what brings me the greatest satisfaction, which I believe is hand in glove with our business, is that the only way that we can get what we want is by helping others get what they want. And that to me is the definition of service. And we are service to others, helping them build something that generally is providing a solution, very much like it did for me back in the very early 2000s when I was exposed to Nu Skin. I was a professional wakeboarder. If you don't know what wakeboarding, here's some images of what the sport is. I was the first generation, one of the pioneers that really helped us lay the grassroots foundation of the sport around the world, pioneering it at a professional level, developing our portion of the X Games, and really transitioning from what was known as extreme sports to what we've seen today in so many incredible individual sports like wakeboarding, many board sports that we've evolved and taken to a level that is far surpassed what we did in the pioneering stages. And that was a great dream of mine. I've always been an athlete at a high level. I was actually recruited to UCLA for football. I ended up being recruited to University of Oregon for track and field, and then left in my senior year to go pursue wakeboarding professionally, becoming one of the top paid in the world in the sports for those 10 years. And then realized very quickly in my tenure that when I retired, my income would stop. And that was the scariest thing that I could ever have imagined. That was far surpassed the fear of getting injured, that I had a lot of injuries, was that my lifestyle would be threatened. And after giving blood, sweat, and tears, this guy right here at the age of 31 became very clear that the linear income that I had would end when I stopped wakeboarding. And I would be left with asking the question, what the heck am I going to do for the rest of my life? And there began a search for what I quickly learned was what I wanted was a leveraged income. And that was not something I had. It was something that I desired after reading the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and learning about the upper right quadrant of big business. And that if I wanted ultimately really the freedom to choose what to do and not be financially limited and actually be in the financially independent category that less than 1% of the population is, then I would have to go and do what they had done before me to create financial independence. And that was what I was looking for. And I found and learned earlier in my life that the quality of what we look for determines the quality of what we find. The quality of the questions that we ask determines the quality of the answers that we receive. And on February 1st, I made the decision after seeing a business presentation like the one that I'm giving here tonight, that this was the solution to my problems as a professional athlete that wanted to retire and move on to the next stage of his life in his early 30s, really not seeing any other pathway to achieve leveraged income. I studied to be a doctor at the University of Oregon and left that because after conversations with doctors that were far into their careers, they actually recommended that I didn't become a doctor describing the lifestyle that I desired and learning that they didn't have what I wanted. And so going back to school is not an option that I was willing to pursue to become a doctor and have, again, leveraged in, a linear income as doctors do, the same as athletes. And so on February 1st, 2004, I made the decision that Nu Skin was my solution. I set a goal of becoming the top income position of the company within 11 months and went to work following a system to be able to achieve exactly what I set out to do, a system that had been proven for already 20 years before I joined the company. And so I'm going to go into some of those details about the company. I am married. I met the love of my life 6 years into my business. We got married 20 months after meeting my wife on a plane. She's also a professional athlete. She's a professional wrestler. And why would I share this with you? Well, we are a very intense family of individuals that are consistent and disciplined with our actions and very focused on the outcome that we desire, which took us to a high level of professional athletics. And we treat our careers, we treat our marriage, we treat raising our children the exact same. We have 5 kids. We have 4 children that are about to turn 3 on their older sister, Charley Rose's birthday, when she will turn 6. So if you caught that, I've got 5 kids. They all have the same birthday, 4 of them on the same day in 2018. And we're very blessed as a family. And I feel that the blessings have been really equal to the challenge that we've been willing to go through and the lessons that we've been willing to learn along the journey of how we can actually help other people get what they want and in service, then in turn get closer to what we want. I'm going to go over our company's presentation of how we empower others to really go out and achieve what they desire. And that being a mission statement that I really hold dear to my heart and have not seen anything come even close to the results that we've created, not only personally, but as a company around the world in 50 countries. I'm going to talk about these 5 points, the market trends. If you're not following the trends, you're plugged in, there's not a demand for what you have now and not going to be a demand for it in the future, then you're in the wrong business. You need to be in front of the demands with products and technologies, and not just that are in front of the demand, but that are exclusive to you, that are patented and proprietary to you, so you have no competition, right? A company, a partnership that is symbiotic, okay? Are we truly partners, if you will, and contract agreement? We have a position with the company. There is a corporate side, and then there's the distribution side, and we are on the distribution side of that coin. And the company has a track record of over 36 years. We are not guessing what the type of income that we can make here. We have a 36-year track record proven that's transparent. We're publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which I'll show that you can look at our past, you can look at where we are today, you can look at our future. And I believe that you'll be very happy about what you see and lean in your ladder against this building. The timing, timing is, by one definition, the moment in which something happens. And I don't know if the time is right for you. I know it's the time for our company after historic numbers, record-breaking numbers right here in our country that we have had this year and around the world at this great time where so many people have found solution like I did back 16 years ago this year. Let's go into those market trends. I don't need to tell you anyone that social media is a big thing and everybody's on it all day long, for different reasons. If you can find a way to make money with social media, I know that people are looking for that. People know that money's being made with social media and they're trying to figure out how to do that. Okay. So if you had a solution and a way to make money with social media, that'd be a big advantage to people that are looking for it. Anti-aging and health. Right? I mean, has it ever been more important, your health this year than ever before, right? It's a massive concern. And if you have something that meets the needs for the population to help them with their immune system and their health and help them age on the inside better than they currently are, to live longer, better, then you're going to meet the needs of that market. And also the way that people look, right? People care about the way they look. They actually care more about the way they look than the way they feel. We can help that outside aging process from the outside as well as from the inside, again, with patented products. Technology and communication, I mean, it's moving at light speed. I mean, we were not able to do this when I started the business with a live broadcast, video, presenting our presentation here around the world. It's just extraordinary ability that we have, the ability to plug in from wherever we are with our phones. And the changing workforce, people are in demand, right? People don't want to look uglier or feel older as they go on, and they want to have more money, right? And people are doing multiple jobs, they're doing side hustles, they've got gigs going on. And honestly, most people are in survival mode just to be able to pay the bills, pay their rent, pay their mortgage. Many people are house and car poor, right? And they're looking for solutions. So this is our market, right? And I'm sure you fall into one or more of these categories that we are able to actually hit the demand. The age of the millennial, I mean, the percentage of the population that's millennials, it just keeps growing, right? Here on the planet. And I'm not a millennial. I'm Generation X. My wife is a millennial, but I'd say that the two of us relate with the millennials mindset more than most of those that are in our generation, because we've never had jobs. We've never worked for anyone else. My wife and I, either of us, we've always beat to the sound of our own drum, and we're just flat out not willing to ever answer to anyone or have somebody tell us what to do. You know, I don't know if that's you, but I really don't like people telling me what to do. And so, you know, we know that's true for a lot of millennials. One of the things I find really interesting that I woke up to at 31 years old is that high income earning millennials recently discovered, and this was like in the newspaper, New York Times, or one of those major publications, that said high income earning millennials, and we're talking incomes of 100, 150,000, have just realized that what they make today will not be enough for them to ever retire. They just realized. And that's when most people have not come to the conclusion. Well, I'd say more people this year than ever, with the turn of events, that all of a sudden they realize, whoa, my plan may not get me the outcome that I desire. Very much that happened to me at 31 years old, realizing, wow, this plan of professional athletics, I didn't save any of that money. Oops. What am I going to do for the rest of my life? And so that's where millennials are really starting to catch that vision a lot earlier than other generations before them. What are we as a company, and what really drives opportunity? We look at the different platforms that are out there, and everything that I'm showing you here is really like a business of in the clouds, right? You got Uber doesn't own any cars, Airbnb doesn't own any property, Facebook that creates no content itself, right? And these platforms are generating incredible, extraordinary revenue. And Nu Skin's the same. We are a distribution business that drop ships from the company to the end user. And we are the middleman in there to be able to facilitate all of those orders, okay? They have to come through one of us to be able to be processed from the company and shipped to that end consumer. And the company pays us about 41% commissions go back to the distributor's force, the middle person that has cut out all the advertising, all the marketing, all the paying for shelf space, okay, and gone direct to consumer. And that has been rewarding for us to be able to create leverage, okay, and a leveraged income that gives us the ability to have a life of choice. All right, what kind of products are we in distribution to? Number two, and talking about patented proprietary products. Patented meaning that you got nobody can do what you're doing. All right. Proprietary means we created it. Okay. These have come from our over 75 plus scientists that we have on staff full time. We are a scientific powerhouse. Okay. We create things that are patented, that are game changing, that are peer reviewed, published, award winning. Okay. We couldn't even, if I was going to do a presentation of all the awards, we would be here for hours that we receive on a global level, from the media to the scientific realms. We are not only the award winners, we are presenters on advancements in technology and innovation. All right. Age-lock technology through our scientific arm known as LifeGen Technology knows more, has proven more in the space of genetics in anti-aging than anyone else in the world. Coined phrases like epigenetics, youth gene cluster. These terms are our scientist terms, okay? We have also patented a technology, a gene chip technology that allows us to measure the expression of your genes. Now, we're not able to change your genes. We are able to influence their expression. And when you are able to test on the genes, like we are with our age-locked gene chip technology, we can test what the gene expression of someone that's youthful is, and then someone that is older in a specific source of aging. And then we can test, and we're the exclusively only ones in the world that can test and find ingredients, okay? Ingredients that will reset, whether it's a topical or whether it's oral, whatever the application is, we find those ingredients that will reset the expression of your genes, of your friends' genes, of your family members' genes, back to the expression of when you were in your early 20s. I'm almost 50, okay? And my genes and the products that I use based on this age lock technology are reset to an expression of when I was in my 20s that are targeted, okay? And this is something that no one else in the world can do. Going to the source of aging. We're able to do that in nutrition. We're able to do that on a topical manner with skincare and also with our devices. Okay, we have won awards and sold millions of these new Luma spas that have literally put companies out of business. Okay, we own this space in this market. We are the #1 at-home use spa line in the world. Okay, in millions of cells, and literally in 2 minutes of use per day with this device, our latest device that's available globally, the Luma Spa, will create results in just 2 minutes. Now, most women will use this device as one example of our device line that, well, they'll use it, you know, in the morning before they put on their skincare and then their makeup. They'll use it a second time at night to remove their makeup before they put on their skincare. Most men like myself, we'll use it like whenever we take a shower. So hopefully, men, that's once a day. And for you and your husbands or partners, hopefully they're using it once a day as a shower. It's very simple, very easy to use, creates extraordinary results. And there's amazing videos out there of how this actually works. Again, this device has been featured all over the world and incredible products. Here's some results. Those are actually my eyes in the center of the screen with our accent attachment. That's a 2-minute treatment, and you can see how diminished the lines are and the actual reduction of the sagging of my eyelid, right? In 2 minutes, mind-blowing to me what I saw. And both of these women, as the arrow point out, the dramatic change in just a 2-minute treatment. This is anti-aging, it's cleansing, and it's an extraordinary product. One example of the products that we actually have. And if I can get my screen, okay. We have a new line of NutriEssentials, a product that's becoming, you can get the test packages, and it's my wife's favorite product line, and the price point is insane. Like, I mean, I look at it like this, that I can't imagine anyone saying no to this product with the look, the feel, the smell, the results, and the price. Okay, it is an absolute home run and going to be fully available in the month of January. And you want to check back with the people that put you on here to see if they have one of those test packages you can get your hands on, and especially with the demo with one of those Luma Spas. We have a new line, our Life Pack line, and our other vitamins, especially for this year with just the massive challenges with health and just the importance of protecting your immune system. We have solutions for you that are scanner certified. We have a technology that I actually joined the business with that's known as the biophotonic scanner. It measures your level of antioxidants, specifically carotenoid antioxidants, non-invasively in 30 minutes. And this is a game changer in nutrition that you can actually measure at the end location, your cells, in 30 seconds at the deep levels of the dermis to know if the nutrition that you're eating, the supplements you're taking, if they're working or not, if it's getting to the end location and protecting your cells. and our technology that measures you in 30 seconds, that scan will validate your approach, if it's working or not. And I encourage you to get scanned, get to know your number, and do something about getting that number as high as you possibly can. Regardless of whatever your interest is in directions of skincare or nutrition, or maybe it's even in social selling, which we have the ability to help people make money with social media within minutes to hours, right? Of creating an account with our company absolutely for free, and our systems with social media that can help people have money in their bank accounts, okay, in literally minutes to hours with no cost to them. And so there are incredible ways to join our business that are wide open, with no requirements, with no strings attached, no obligations. And if you want to make money with us here, there's no entry fees, there's no initiation fees, there's no annual fees, there's no fees and no cost to do so. Whatever your entry point is, I can promise you this, and this will be a little bit about timing, that in the future, it will be even better than it is today, okay? As it has, I've seen it be for the last 16 years, get better and better with the opportunity of involving more people to our company, which last year we had revenue of just around 2.4 billion, that's with a B, right, in sales. This year is a record year for us. We've actually had to come out to Wall Street and declare our earnings early each quarter because we far surpassed our projections. And we have the ability for you to work right here, where you live, wherever that is, and be able to work digitally around the world, okay, from the safety and the protection of your own home, which is an extraordinary ability with a compensation plan that goes around the world that is seamless. 36 years, I know it says 35 years there in business. Why would that be important? Why, here it is that statistically, there's been over 65,000 companies in the Direct Sales Association. Okay, that's the association that we are a part of, the DSA. Now, around 0.008% of those companies, 0.008% of those companies have gone on to $1 billion plus a year. And so you may have reservations for good reason. There's a lot of those companies that have come and gone. Only 0.002% are at $1 billion plus. 0.008% of those companies have actually made it and generated over 100 million in lifetime sales. Where you lay your ladder or lean your ladder, the building you do so against, if it's not here in the future, then your effort and your time and your energy is actually gone that you put into that. There's no return on that. There's no leverage. So it's important that the company that you're going to choose to be with is here in the future. And this is where that 35-year foundation is important. And we are in record growth in 35 years right here in North America. Okay, that's important to understand, that you have that foundation and record growth right here where people are looking and we have something to provide for them. We're a trustworthy company proven by Forbes magazine as being included with them for many years. Looking for people to create a platform that they can actually create what they actually desire in their lifetime. And this is something that I challenge people all the time with. Like, in what you've chosen to do with your life thus far, did you have conversations with people that had done it before you, your seniors, to make sure that they had the outcome that you desired? And here you are mentored and you have people leading the way for you to help you do so that have achieved what I believe that you will desire here with our company. On the way, we have the ability to continue to help other people. One of the endeavors we do is with our Force to Good Foundation. We make a product called Vitameal that we have fed millions of meals, millions and hundreds of millions of meals to starving children around the world. And honestly, that just feels really good. When you're having success and being able to help others in need, it's a win-win situation. And the more that we can do here in this endeavor, and if you have no interest in the business, I encourage you to be a part of this program with our Force for Good and Nurture Children Foundation. Now let's talk about money. And I'm going to roll through this really quickly, and I'm going to show you some percentages on the next page. This is our compensation plan works, and everyone starts in the beginning as a brand affiliate. I started in that space too. Everyone does. We work our way in a qualification manner to become a brand representative where the actual income commissions begin with our company. In the front end, you can make some retail profit from selling the products online or offline. You can make some sharing bonuses. Yet the real money, the leveraged income begins at a brand representative. And so I encourage you, wherever you're in the process, okay, get that done by tomorrow. If you're listening for the first time, be a brand representative by the end of tomorrow so that you're being paid as a brand representative in the month of January. If you're in process to it, get it done by the end of tomorrow, by December 31st, midnight Mountain Time, so that you're being compensated next month on all of the efforts of you and your entire organization of distribution and sales. Okay. Those of you that want to actually get into the incomes of this business and generate a leveraged income, you want to begin that track by getting your letter of intent done at minimum by midnight Mountain Time tomorrow on December 31st. And so you want to get back with a person that invited you on here to make sure that you understand clearly what the benefit is to you to do so. All right. And we're going to guide you to do what's in your best interest, because whatever's in your best interest in turn is there in our best interest. Now, the back end is where the true leadership leveraged income begins. And that comes from the number of people that you're helping get to that brand rep status in the middle of our compensation. The back end there is where the majority of our compensation comes from. And yes, I am considered part of the 1% of people that are at the top positions of the company. I do believe that if people are willing to do the work and they're willing to have delayed gratification in making sure that they put in that effort long term, okay, that they have the ability to end up on the back end of our leadership pay here on this plan. This is a plan that's been proven for 35 plus years for the people that are willing to do the work and be consistent and disciplined and have a growth mindset, okay, that they're consistently learning along the journey. No one comes into our business knowing how to do it. It must be learned. And repetition is the mother of all skill, okay? And everyone, I believe, through my experience, has the ability to be coached, mentored, follow a system here that gives people the same equal ground to create success from. And these are the average incomes, and you can see the percentages here of people that are at these positions. These are the average incomes that we generate at these different positions here in US dollars, okay? I love the results of our business. I cannot say enough about what it provides for people in the manner of what we can do in our lives, and especially during such challenging times that people can see during the holidays and anything else that comes their way that is unforeseen, okay? Like having quadruplets like this guy, okay? We also provide, in addition to incomes, we provide success trips. We have 1 to 2 success trips a year, actually 3 in some markets, where you can qualify based on the advancements of your business and sales and in distribution and helping generate and create other sales leaders to create customers and sales. You can qualify for these trips, and they are extraordinary. Right now, we're wrapping up qualification for Punta Cana. Oh my gosh, I took my daughter at 3 weeks old to Punta Cana on one of these trips nearly 6 years ago. And they're seriously trips that you're going to remember for a lifetime. I took her on another trip to South Africa on safari I was amazing. She was my guest to go on this trip, my 3-year-old daughter, because my wife had just had quadruplets. And she said, honey, you take our oldest and give us some space and go to South Africa. We said, yes, okay, we'll do that. Timing. I don't know if it's your timing. Only you are in control of whether it's your timing or not. I can tell you that whether it's your timing or not, we are seeing incredible growth. Now, will I tell you, like other companies, well, if you don't get in right now, you're going to miss it. Okay. No, I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true because I've seen over the last 16 years, it get better every year. And I think that's really important to understand that if you are looking at an opportunity that people say, if you don't get involved right now, you're going to miss it. What does that mean for the people that you get involved to join you next year or the year after that? They missed it. So that means the deal's not going to be around anymore. I believe this is a great time for you to get involved if it's the right time for you, because if you don't, it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen for you. If you want to capitalize on the momentum and the growth that we have in the business right now, that means engage, create your free account, engage in the business, and plug in with your mentors and your support system that you have to go out and create the results that you desire. Okay, start now and you're going to create great results. Start later, you can still create great results, but you just won't be able to count now. Right? We have monthly trainings. We have a training this Saturday on how to literally jumpstart your business with our system. It's a workshop for 3 hours. It's happening at 10 a.m. Mountain Time to 1 p.m. Mountain Time on One Team Global Facebook group. Okay, that is happening on the first Saturday of the month and the third Saturday of the month. Those trainings, as well as personal coaching and individual training that you'll get from other groups that are provided to you with our system for you to follow the lead of successful individuals with our company, with our system, but also stand on the shoulder of giants, right? I mean, follow success where there have been thousands and thousands of people that have done exactly what I believe you will want to do. So the next step, sign up and create your free account. There's no obligations, okay? Decide what you want to create and do with our business. Launch your business using the system that will be provided to you and coaches and mentors that will guide you along this journey. And then help others do the same thing by creating retail customers, by creating brand affiliates and people that want to generate sales and leverage income and commissions from our actual business in this company. And take action. All right. The best thing that you can do is get back to the person that invited you to look at this. And for me, I could never be more grateful or grateful enough to the person that shared this with me back in 2004, in January 2004, when I said, thanks, but no thanks. I'm not interested. Because I didn't even know what I was what I wasn't interested in. And when I saw a presentation like this and was able to connect the dots, I realized that my ignorance was getting in my way, and this actually could be the solution if I took action to it, to my personal challenges and problems, and actually was what I was looking for the last 6 months of my life when I decided I wanted to retire from athletics. And I was looking for something to generate a leveraged income. And so I'm grateful to be here with you tonight. I wish you the greatest of the rest of the holiday season and the happiest of New Year's. Take action. And in order for 2021 to be different than 2020, we all have to do things that are different, right? So if you want something different, do something different. I hope that this is the next step for you. And then I'm able to meet you at one of our future upcoming events, whether it's a live event in person, hopefully that's really soon. And if it's not, on one of our Zoom events that we'll be doing regularly here as part of our system. And so with that, I will say thank you. And I will, if Liana wants to go ahead and end the sharing the live, you guys get back to the people that invited you to be on here with us, be with us today, and get your questions answered. Share with them, you know, what you found of most interest and what your questions are, and they'll guide you on the next steps for you. So from my home in Bend, Oregon, thank you for your time and your attention. And I look forward to being a part of the team that helps you create success around the world with our business and our system. Be well.